for the question answers. Subramanyam Hariharan, a very important question. How to remember the dhatus only by practice or any other method? He has asked the question. So there are 2000 dhatus. How do we do this entire thing? How do we remember? So in olden days, how they were doing. In current generation, how we can do. In the current Kali Yuga, how we can do. Earlier in olden days, when Gurukula Paddhati was there, they used to teach the dhatu with the meaning, only the dhatu and the meaning from the Paninian Dhatu Pata, and say Bhu Sattayam Yedha Vriddhav. Like that, they used to teach all the 2000 dhatus, and the student used to memorize, just like how Veda, they used to memorize the Vedas, and then the forms will be taught, which is bhavati, bhavatah, bhavanti, patati, patatah, patanti. Like that, 10 lakaras, all the forms will be taught. And then they used to go for the prayogas and the prakriya. So first is dhatu with meaning, then the forms, then the prayoga or usage of these forms in sentences, and then the prakriya. How these forms are obtained from the dhatu is Vyakarana Shastra, which is the 4 stages of studying the dhatus. However, in our case, we may not require all the 2000 dhatus at the first instance. So we may be using, say, probably a list of 100 dhatus in our day-to-day life. So for that purpose, we at Vyoma, we have this Dhatu Rupa Parichaya book where we have listed the 100 dhatus. Then you can go for a 300 dhatus, then 600, and then go for the all the dhatus if you have time and effort and if you want to do it. So I would suggest that we take 100 dhatus or 108 dhatus and start studying that. So and practice and master about 100 dhatus and then go ahead. Which are the 100 dhatus we have to study, sir? How do we know which are the dhatus we have to study? That is given in the Vyoma book, Dhatu Rupa Parichaya. This is out of experience. We have out of with the help of elders and with the help of experience, we have shortlisted these dhatus. Please give reference to Radha Sandesha Shloka. I do not have the reference. I will see if I can get. I will get that reference for you. Are Krit Pratyas a type of Supratyas? It is a Pratyaya. It is not a Supratyaya. It is a Pratyaya. Ravi Shankar are Shatru Shanach Pratyaya. Can we say they are present continuous tense instead of present tense? If you want, I don't know that present continuous tense in what all way it is used in English. If you want, if you think that ing we are using and etc., you can say that. But I would prefer not to translate as present continuous. Use it as Shatru Shanach Pratyaya because you have Visheshana Visheshya Bhava also in Shatru Shanach Pratyaya. Can't we write Parasmaipadi Dhatu into Atmanepadi Dhatu, Atmanepadi Dhatu into Parasmaipadi Dhatu? Some Ananya certainty is asking this question. So I think you have to refer to the Kriya Pada class and see the class on what is Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi and how we have classified that. In the second sentence for Shatru, Drishtavan was used, which is in past tense, but in Shatru is used for present tense only. I didn't understand Sridhar's question. So Soumya H question, in Shatru Pratyaya, if At is what remains, but we see Nakara in Pathan, Likhan. There is no At. That At is a Pratipadika and the Prathama Bhakti form is An. That is what we have to understand, Soumya Bhagini. In Shanach Pratyaya, please explain under what circumstances Ana changes to Mana. When I come to that, I will explain, sir. Shatru and Shanach hold good only for Latlakara. No, it is not anything. Shatru and Shanach are not related to any Lakara. They are related to the Dhatus. They are direct Pratyas added to the Dhatus. From the Latlakara form, we can easily find out the Pratipadika was a tip given. It has nothing to do with Latlakara. Shatru Shanach Pratyaya has got nothing to do with Latlakara. Saha Patan means he is reading. Yes. Is it complete without second action? Saha Patan Gachati. Is it complete without the second action? Saha Patan Likati. You only tell. So Saha Patan, there should be another action to tell that. Ekating Vakyam. There should be a Tinganta for the Karta. So it should have another action. While using Bhutakala, can we say Pathan Alikat? Pathan Alikhat is not a good usage. Technically, the sentence may be correct, but it is not a very good usage. In Ubhayapadi, is it necessary to use only Shanach, or we can use any? In Ubhayapadi Dhatus, you have to use, because it is Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi form, you can, Shatru you can use for the Parasmaipadi form, you can use Shanach for the Atmanepadi form. What is the meaning of Vidyamanaha Chatraha? Vidyamanaha, I didn't understand Mahapranadha. If it is Vidyamanaha, the Chatra, the student who is present, who is being present. Okay. Ramesh Reddy, I didn't understand what he wants. Please teach lesson on overview topic on Pratipadikam and Dhatus Pratyaya. We have done all these things, sir. We have completed 30 classes. Please go through the videos. Now we will come to the question answers. First, I will lower all the hands. Now, those who have questions, you can raise the hand.
Mahadaya. I'm Ramesh Reddy. Namaskar, Mahadaya. I was going through that previous lesson. Generally, when I look at it overview, I'm just trying to understand myself that Nama Pratipadika and the verb Kriya Padam. So for that Kriya Padam, we say Dhatu, and for Nama Pratipadikam, we say. Now for these root forms, then these root forms, now we are adding pratyas to convert them into various forms. Okay, now we are learning set through these pratyas, the taditanta, krudanta pratyal, all these things. So now one overview lesson of these pratyas, other pratyas. Generally, basic thing you mentioned, Subanta and Tijanta. Now additional pratyas linking to this.
Overview lesson means you want an overview lesson to be taught by me.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, it will come.
Okay, Astu Mahadev. So that I can relate it. Thank you.
Rohan Bharadwaj.
Ram, sir. Sir, my doubt is Dhatu Rupa Parichaya and Shabda Rupa Sangraha, is it for my age?
It is for you only. Everything is for you only.
Yes, sir. Sir, my age is 12, sir.
You should have already by-hearted at least 1000 dhatus by now. You are late actually, Rohan.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Dhanyawad. Meenakshi.
Ram, sir. Shruyate. Sir, Pashyan, Shinvan, Spashanjikran, all are Shatru Pratyas, right? Pashyan, Shinvan, Spashanjikran, Nashnan, Gachan, Shakan, Soshan.
All are Shatru Pratyaya, Bhagavad Gita Shloka. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Muralidhara.
Sir, Patan Alikan, you told it is not proper use. Can we use Apatan Alikat?
Apatan
Alikat. Both are past tense. Apatan Alikat.
Apatan Alikat. Yogya Prayogaha Nasti. All those are not.
Shukriya. Dhanyawad.
Soumya H.
Sir, in Takarantaha Pullinga, we have two forms, like in Marut and Dhimat, wherein Marut comes as the Prathama Vibhakti, and here Dhiman comes, Nakara comes, here Takara only remains.
Correct.
Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, correct. You are correct. I am able to hear you.
So my question is, when Takarantaha Pratipadika comes, how do we know that we have to add na, and how do we know that should not be there, only Takaranta has to be retained? Is it by practice?
Practice the Shabda and know for the first level. When you learn Paninian grammar, you will know why it is not coming. Why Takara is coming, why Nakara is coming. All you will know when we learn Paninian Sutras. For the first level, what we are learning now, we have to know that Marut Shabda, the forms of Marut Shabda in Prathama Bhakti is Marut, Maruto, Marutaha. The forms of Patan, Patat Shabda is Patan, Patanto, Patantaha. That is something which we have to know by practice at the first level for now. For now, it is like that. Later we can understand.
Okay, sir.
One small anecdote I will like to tell everybody. When we are studying, see, it is good to this one. So I had one parent coming to me and telling me that my son, sir, you are teaching a lot of slokas in your class. My son will not tell or read any sloka without understanding the meaning. Or there were people who are telling they will not by heart the Shabda, Rama Shabda, or Asmat Shabda, Aham Avam Vayam, without without we telling the how the Shabda has been derived. Now the same questions, the same intelligent question, I asked the parent again. How did you come to? How did you come here? How did you travel? I asked. She said she has a Toyota Innova car. I asked her, do you know to drive the Toyota car? She said, oh, why I know to drive. I only drove and I came. I brought my son now. Then I asked her, okay, very good. You know to drive. Do you know how many parts are there in Toyota car? I asked her. She said, I don't know. Do you know the how an internal combustion engine works inside a Toyota car? She said, I don't know. Then I asked her, then why are you driving the car? She said, for me to drive a car, my need is to drive a car. And for that car, I know I need to know driving. I need to have a license and I need to know how to balance or how my mind has to be there when I drive. That is what I'm supposed to know. I can drive the car. If she becomes an automobile engineer in Toyota factory, then though she may drive the car, she may understand how many parts are there and what those parts do and how an internal combustion engine is performing. So depending on the level of the student, etc., the progression happens not only in Sanskritam, in every subject. So when I tell that it will come later, people should not feel that the teacher is harsh or the teacher doesn't know. If you feel the teacher doesn't know or the teacher is harsh, that is different. It is at a appropriate level. You have to get the you have to acquire the appropriate knowledge. You have to cement that knowledge and go for the further knowledge. This is how every stream of knowledge happens. Even in the shlokas, that is why I explained to the parent that the first step is to memorize the shloka, to first recite listen to the shloka. First step is listening. After listening, you have to chant. You have to learn to chant. After chanting, you have to learn to memorize. After memorization, you have to chant. You have to know the meaning. These are the steps. There are steps for learning. If we skip the step, we will be in a trouble later. There will be a knowledge gap in the step. So the steps for learning at the beginning will be to learn the forms and use them in sentences. In all these classes, the classes that we are currently doing, we are learning with what is the name of the pratyaya, what is the pratyaya doing, how is the form, final form, how to use them in sentences. Error-free sentence construction is the first step of language. Once we attain that only, then only we can go to Vyakarana Shastra and other analytics of the language. So this is something I want to tell everybody. I don't mind answering all these questions. I fully am happy that you are getting these questions, because getting these questions itself means that you are thinking in that direction. It is good that you think in that direction, but while you get these questions, you should be firmly determined to learn the forms, firmly determined to memorize these forms and use in sentences and do the exercises. Doing the exercises should be very, very important for you, and taking the chapter-wise test should be the most important priority for you. So unless you do that, the cementation of the knowledge will not happen. This is a small suggestion which I want to give to everybody who are in this class. Lata Vidyaranya, Vadatu.
Namaste Mahodaya. In this Shatru Pratyaya usage, when two works are being done simultaneously, we use like that, like Balakaha, Patan, Likati. He's reading and he's also writing. So we use that Shatru. And you also told us that it can be used as adjective. So like Patan Balakaha, Likati. There it becomes an adjective. So can we understand that when we use that patan or any chatru pratyaya after the balakaha, after the noun, any noun, it acts like shatru pratyaya, and the same shatru pratyaya if we use before like patan balakaha likati, it looks like adjective. It becomes an adjective. Can we understand like that? And you use this pratyayas?
Good question. The thing is that in Sanskrit, the position of the words does not matter.
Oh, that's why I was wondering how to.
So,
Okay.
Pashyan, Shrinvan, Kushan, Vigran, Ashtan, Gachan, Sopan, Swashan. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita. The position of the words does not matter. From the context, you have to understand whether it is a Visheshya Visheshana Bhava or whether it is a non-Visheshya Visheshana Bhava.
Oh, okay.
Contextual understanding is what is required.
Okay. Okay.
But before, after, and all will not work.
Oh. Okay. Avagatam. Dhanyavad.
Soumya H, you have another question?
No, sir. It's answered.
Answered. Rohan, again, your hand is raised. Okay. I think you have not put down your hands. Annapurna Nori, have I answered your question?
Ram Mahoday. I have one question. Yanaha and Manaha, we have seen lots of examples for Manaha. Yanaha is rare or we are going to study later?
Anaha. It is the Anaha. So Ana and Mana, it will come. In Chanakya, it will come tomorrow.
I was thinking like when the class was going on, is Shayanam also example for this Anam or no?
Yes, Shayana is an example for Shanach Pratyaya.
Another thing is, we have studied this sentence in the class, Kimartham Bhinnam Ghatam Darsham Rodishi. So here Bhinnam, I was thinking like different types of Ghatam. So that's why. No. Then later I understood it's Bhinnam.
Broken part. Bhinnam is a broken part. Bhinnam Ta Pratyaya. So it is going, after Shatru Shanach we'll be learning Ta Pratyaya. So it is a Ta Pratyanta form. Bhinnam Ghatam.
Oh. Another question. Varam is also example for Shatru.
Yes. Shatru no. Varam is Namul.
Namul Pratyay.
Varam again. Varam so, is also.
For Varam, what's going to be the dhatu?
Varam is an avyaya.
Avyaya. Oh.
I will just find out. Varam. Whether that, say for example, bhuyo is there, punaha is there. Now it looks like varam is an avyaya. It may not be a namul pratyaya itself. I will confirm that. Varam. I will just refer and confirm. Varam is again and again. So whether it is from a dhatu, we have to see. I don't.
Ram. Varam, like that.
So varam is again and again. So whether it is coming from a dhatu or it is an avyaya, we have to see. Mostly it looks like an avyaya repeated twice.
Dhanyavada Mahoday.
It may not be namul pratyaya. That is what I wanted to say. Let me confirm that varam.
Okay, Mahoday. Dhanyavada.
Devika Ravi, you have a question?
Namaskara Mahodaya. Just like the other pratyas, namul pratyaya can be added to all the dhatus, Mahodaya? Or only certain dhatus?
Yes, it can be added to all the dhatus.
Astu Mahodaya. And when we have in Shatru or Shanach, we have two dhatus, patati likati. So we can say it as patan likati or likan patati. So what is exactly the difference in the usage, Mahodaya? Balakaha patan likati, balakaha likan patati. He is doing both the actions. What is the difference in the two sentences?
So the difference is your vivaksha of the person who is framing the sentence. Vivaksha means the person who is the intention of the person who is telling the sentence. It depends on the intention of that sentence. That's all. There is no change. If the intention of he wants to say this first or that first, the intention, depends on the intention of the user. If he wants to add the pratyaya, there is a subtle difference because this is a thing and that is a krita. There is a subtle difference is there, but it is the intention of the speaker. It depends on the intention of the speaker.
Dhanyavadah Mahodaya.
Dhanyavadah. Tadvai Adarsh, you have a question?
Sir, smaram syama. What is that syama or?
Syama, asdatu.
Sir, syama also it's same or different?
Syama is which lakara? You have to tell me. I have taught you all the lakaras. You
Yes,
tell
sir.
me which lakara it is.
3.1.
I don't know. 3.1.
Asti, smaha, not smaha. Syama.
You tell me the form.
It's asti, not asti.
No.
Not asti, sir.
It is asdatu, vidhiling lakara, uttama purusha, bahuvachana.
Okay.
Syam. Dhanyavad.
Sir, syam is also same.
Syam is different.
Syam is what is the grammatical status of that?
You tell me a sentence, I will tell you the grammatical status. Syam.
Asyuttarasyam.
Atyuttarasyam. It is vidhiling lakara, ekavachana. Uttama purusha, ekavachana. Syam.
Okay. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. And Uttarasyam, Mahodaya, Uttarasyam is not the Syam which you are asking. Uttarasyam is Uttara Shabdas related thing. It is not related to Asdhatu. So
okay, sir. Dhanyavada.
So you should tell me an usage in Syam. Okay. So you should tell me a use. If you tell me a usage, I'll tell. But Syam is Vidhiling Lakara, Uttama Purusha, Ekavachana. Syama is Bahuvachana.
Sir, one more small doubt. Sir, we say Shivabhyam. In that, it's not. Can we use some other pratyaya than Vachana, like Shivabhyam, Chudalankrita, Shashikalabhyam, Bhyam? What is Bhyam there?
What is Bhyam there? So, did you attend all the class?
Yes, sir. Except Shashti.
So, in Bhyam is which coming in which vibhakti?
Panchami, Shashti, Dvitiya.
Please refer your vibhakti class, all my videos, and revise properly before asking question. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Dhanyavad. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmane peshvamasthu nityam loka samastha sukhino bhavantu.